Your father was a great law officer, Jack, and a very fine gentleman.
Thank you, Chief.
From what I've heard, you're a chip off the old block.
It's nice of you to say that, sir. But I'm afraid I have a long way to go before I'll equal his record.
Quite true. Nevertheless, you've made a great start. That's why I had you transferred here from Denver.
I'm glad you had my deputies transferred too, sir. We work very well together.
Teamwork means a lot in our business. Let's sit down. I have a tough case to crack, and I figured you're the right man for the job.
I'll do my best.
Concerns a series of stagecoach holdups during the last 6 months in which shipments of over $50,000 in gold bars have been stolen.
Where has all this been happening?
Between here and Sonora, in the neighborhood of Gold Springs. What baffles me is the gold has never reappeared. My best men have failed to get a trace of it. 2 of them lost their lives trying.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Of course, you've had the usual outlets for stolen gold closely watched.
Yeah, not a trace of it.
Well, whoever's engineering this isn't doing it for quick money.
You're right. It's an unusual case. You have my permission to handle it in your own way.
When does the next stagecoach leave for Gold Springs?
Tomorrow morning.
You'd better have the word dropped around there'll be a large payroll carried. It'll be a dummy, of course. And also arrange to have me ride as guard.
I'll tend to it.
Well, if that's all, sir, I think I'll be leaving.
Just a minute. Ever see these before?
Yes, sir. They belong to my father.
They're a fine pair of guns. And he knew how to handle them. Your dad left them to me because I'd always admired them. But if he knew you were pushing law, he'd want you to have them. So they're yours.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
They got your dad out of many a scrape. I hope they do the same for you. Goodbye. Good luck.
Goodbye, sir. And on this case, I'll be known as John Drake. Where are the other boys, Picky?
They down the street, Mr. Jack, gun up a load of them hotcakes.
Our new assignment is in Gold Springs. Ever hear of it?
No, sir. I'll find it. When do we leave?
You leave right away with my horse. The boys and I will come on the morning stage.
Mr. Jack, is it all right if I take Bessie?
Sure, Picky. Go ahead and take her. She might come in handy.
Then I'll start riding right away.
Oh, and Picky, don't forget our old rule. Keep your mouth shut.
Yes, sir. Mum.
Hey, Red. Here comes the boss.
What brings you out here so early in the morning, Chance?
I just received word there's a special shipment on the incoming stage.
The incoming stage? Well, what shipment could that be?
Payroll. Consigned to Sonora. Jim Lee's driving.
Yeah? We'll take care of it.
See you in town tonight. Hey, Professor. You be ready to handle it.
Very well, Chance.
I understand this is pretty wild country.
It is.
You been out here long?
About 6 months.
Been driving this same run all that time?
Yep.
I hear there's been quite a few holdups.
There has.
When you were driving?
Yeah. Lost a couple of my guards on one of them.
Well, you were mighty lucky.
Three flashes. That means lay off.
Give me your gun.
What for?
Never mind that. Just give me your gun. Handle first. Now pull up your horses.
What?
Pull up your horses. We're stopping here. All right, boys. Pile out.
Hey, something's gone wrong.
Hey, we better clear out of here.
Well, a clean getaway. So I guess I'll take care of that stagecoach driver.
Where's the stop?
We got a signal to lay off.
We were double-crossed. Somebody knew what was going to happen.
You appear to be in trouble.
I am. My horse went lame crossing the river.
Well, maybe it's just a stone bruise. I'll take a look. That's what it was, a stone, all right. And he has a pretty bad bruise and shouldn't be ridden. Do you have far to go?
Several miles. Into Gold Springs. I guess I'll make it somehow.
Gold Springs. Well, that's where we're going. And we have a stagecoach waiting on the road. We'd be very glad to give you a lift.
It's mighty nice of you.
Do you mind riding double?
Not at all.
Hey, Pete, lead this horse, will you?
It's a mighty good-looking horse that boy's got in tow.
It sure is, Sheriff.
I think I'll find out where he got him. What are you doing with this horse?
I was taking care of him for a friend of mine.
Where is the friend?
Oh, he'll be along directly.
Al, till he gets here, you better come along with me. Bring the stock along, Ben.
Right.
Do you live in Gold Springs?
Yes.
You were kind of far from home. Would have been a long walk.
Indeed it would. Lucky for me you happened along. From what I observed, you must be a law officer.
I am. Should do me a great favor if you'll forget it.
I understand. You can trust me.
What kind of a place is Gold Springs?
Oh, you've never been there?
No, this is my first trip.
Well, I've only been there a few days myself, but my father's been there over a year. He runs a gold stamp mill.
Oh, he does?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's interesting. I'd like to meet him.
You must call on us sometime.
Thanks. I certainly will.
I've tried every way to make that driver confess, but he insists he's innocent.
Well, I'm positive he's a member of the gang I'm after.
But we haven't any proof to hold him. What had I better do?
Well, turn him loose, Sheriff.
Hey, Ben, send that driver in here.
Mr. Hart, you'd help matters a great deal if you'd discharge that man.
That's just what I intend to do.
Well, that'll be fine.
I guess you can go.
All right, how about my gun?
It's yours.
Thought you were smart, didn't you? Mr. Hart, I ain't gonna work with this guard any longer.
You won't have to. Because you're all through.
Huh?
The Sierra Company can't use men like you.
That's all right with me. There's plenty other jobs.
Is there anything else I can do, gentlemen?
No, I think not, Mr. Hart.
Well, then I'll be going.
Hey, Professor.
I just came in to see you. Something went wrong with the stage job, and Red wants to see you at the mine at once.
That driver's getting a saddle horse at the liver stable.
That's just what I figured he'd do. There's only one place for him to head. To join his gang. So I'm going to trail him.
I'll get you a horse. You'll be needing one.
No, never mind, Sheriff. Mine's right outside.
Not that white-faced sorrel.
Yeah.
I got a fellow locked up in here on suspicion of stealing him.
And you got one of my men.
Oh, that's one on me.
Hello, Pinky.
Hello, Mr. Jack. I'm sure glad to see you.
I'm sorry I made a mistake on you.
That's all right, Mr. Sheriff. In fact, I kind of enjoyed the rest.
Pinky, I want you to trail the fellow that just left here. Did you get a good look at him?
I sure did.
He's just leaving the livery stable.
He's good as followed.
And I'll be trailing you.
Yes, sir.
I want to see Chance. Is he here?
Yeah, he's here, and he wants to see you, too. Where do you think you're heading?
I was just heading this way.
Well, turn around and head that way.
Yes, sir. Come on, Bessie. Come on, Bessie. Come on, Bessie. Come on, Bessie. Come on, Bessie.
You better get that mule moving unless you want to walk back.
Come on, Bessie. Bessie, you can't do that here. Did you hear what the man said? Come on, Bessie. Mr. Jack, I trailed your man to the Gold Hawk mine. There's a guard on the gate, and he let him in.
There's a guard on the gate, huh?
Yes, sir. He stopped me in my tracks.
I'm telling you, that new guard is on the level. But there was a load of law planted in the stagecoach.
But somebody tipped him off. And it couldn't have been anyone else but you.
Me? Why didn't I give Red and Lefty the signal to lay off?
Yeah. But only because you got yellow.
Oh, you got me wrong, Chance. I wouldn't double-cross you. Why would I do a thing like that?
For a reward. You ain't fooling me.
Don't you believe me?
No. Lee, you're leaving this outfit.
Well, all right, if you feel that way about it, why, pay me off and I'll drift.
All right. Lefty, pay him off.
Oh, no, Chance. Now, wait a minute. You've got to believe me. I'm telling you the truth. Please, Chance, don't do a thing like
Take
this.
him out of
Oh,
here.
no. Please, Chance.
Let him have it. Get his horse out of here, Lefty. Hey, Joe! Let Jim's horse out.
Mr. Jack, that's the horse I trailed up to the mine.
We'd better do a little investigating.
Now, here are the bullets that killed the driver. And he was shot in the back.
Well, if you're sure it's murder and it happened at the Gold Hawk, let's get a posse together and crack down on the mine.
No, Sheriff. Finding the driver's killers wouldn't answer my questions. Who was robbing the Sierra stages? And what's become of the gold? Let's see this map again. Now, up here in this rocky section in the back of the Gold Hawk mine is where our would-be hold-up men disappeared when I chased them.
Well, now, the only entrance that I know is by way of this road right here.
Now, the men I chased disappeared here in back of the mine. When I trailed Lee from town, he entered the mine from this road. So I'm convinced, Sheriff, the answer to my problems are at that mine.
That's right.
Who owns that property?
Well, a fellow named Chance Moore controls it.
Well, I've got to find a way to get in there without anyone knowing who I am.
Oh, hello, Chance.
Quit your stalling and lay off of the drink. This town is full of law. Get out to the mine and stay there.
All right, Chance, all right.
Sheriff. That little man out there on the horse. Do you know him?
Yeah, that's Professor Ansel, mineralogist for the Gold Hawk mine. Why, do you know him?
I think I do. Go get Pinky. Go on, hurry up.
May I have some paper, Sheriff?
You bet.
Oh, hello, Rusty, old boy. What you doing here? Oh, Mr. Jack wants me. Well, I'll come up. You sent for me, Mr. Jack?
Yes, Pinky. Take this message over to the county seat and have it sent over the railroad wires to Chief Holmes. Wait for an answer.
Yes, sir. As good as day.
Found something?
Well, I won't know till I get an answer. And by the way, Sheriff, where does Miss Adams live?
Why, you don't think she's implicated, do you?
Well, of course not. I was just curious, that's all.
They live down at the south end of town, next to the church.
See you in the morning. And you say the Gold Hawk mine is one of the best properties in this section?
Yes, and it's strange, too.
Yes, why is that?
Well, an old prospector by the name of Peters worked the mine for years with poor results. Finally gave up and disappeared.
How long ago was that?
About 6 months ago. Then Chance Moore took the place over and has had great success with it. Of course, he was shrewd to engage a very clever mineralogist, a Professor Ansel. A very peculiar little man. Oh, I hope I'm not boring you.
No, on the contrary, I enjoy it.
The Gold Hawk doesn't turn out as much ore as some of the larger mines, but the gold content is much richer.
It's very interesting, Mr. Adams.
Thought you boys might like some tea and cake. I baked the cake myself.
Homemade cake? That's my weakness.
This is what you want, Mr. Jack.
The man you mentioned is Andrew Saunders. Escaped from Colorado prison 6 months ago while serving a sentence for counterfeiting. Has a long criminal record using the following aliases: Dr. Amos Andrews, Baron Alex Alwyn, Major Austin Anders, Professor Arthur Austin.
All A's. He sure didn't dig very deep in the alphabets, did he, Mr. Jack?
Is that the information you wanted?
Yes, sir. And I think it's my passport into the Gold Hawk mine.
I thought I ordered you to stay out of town and lay off of that stuff.
But, Chance, you know I got a weak heart, and a little nipper eye helps.
It'll help put you in your grave. But if you must have it, take this bottle along with you.
Thank you, Chance. Thank you.
Now get your horse and hightail it.
Just as you say, Chance.
Hello, Doctor. I guess you're kind of surprised to see me way out here.
I beg your pardon. I'm afraid you're mistaken. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, I know. But you were when I knew you. Dr. Amos Andrews.
I insist you're mistaken.
Well, insist all you like, Doctor. But I knew you back in Colorado.
Let's step over here. You say you knew me in Colorado?
Yeah. I met you with the Nevins gang once.
Your face does look familiar. You knew the Nevins boys?
Sure. I worked with them. Right after you were set up.
Never mention that again, please. Tell me, what brings you here?
I'm looking for a safe spot to hide out. As soon as I saw you, I knew you'd help me.
Yes, of course. Have you a horse?
Right across the street.
Come with me.
Now, here comes the professor. Yeah, he's got some stranger with him.
You wait here a minute.
Who's that bird?
He's a friend of mine, Trigger Smith.
What'd you bring him out here for?
He's in trouble and needs a hideout. I knew him with the Nevins gang. I figured we could use him. He's handy with the guns. I want you to meet him. Hey, Trigger. He's a good man.
He don't look so good to me.
Hey, Trigger, this is Red Baker. He runs things here. I've explained it to Red, and everything's all right.
Nice pair of guns.
Yeah, I like 'em.
Had 'em long?
Quite some time.
I've seen 'em before, but you weren't packing 'em. They belonged to a U.S. marshal named Denton.
Yeah, that's right, they did.
How'd you get 'em?
Well, I was just faster on the draw than he was.
And you're the guy who plugged him.
That's right. You guessed it.
They must be pretty good shooting irons. Let's have a look.
Would you like to try it?
Yeah. Shoots pretty good. How's the other one?
This one's good, too.
You'll be all right, Trigger. Stick around with the professor.
Now that you're one of us, there's something I want you to see. My workshop.
That's the first time I've ever seen you finish second with a gun.
Well, it's quite a layout you have here.
Be careful. Don't drop that. Careless of me to leave it out. It belongs in the safe.
Why, what is it?
It's a special combination of chemicals I've concocted. It's more powerful than dynamite.
Well, then you'd better put it away. Those are good-looking fake bars of gold, Professor.
They're not fakes. They're the real stuff.
Well, I'm afraid I don't quite understand your game.
Oh, I'll explain it to you sometime. Now you better go get yourself fixed up at the bunkhouse. I got work to do.
Oh, good evening, Chance.
Hello, Adams. Nice-looking pair of guns. Since when did you start packing them?
Oh, they're not mine. Belong to a young man calling on my daughter.
A stranger, huh?
Yes. Ruth met him on his way out here.
On his way out?
Not supposed to tell, but it'll make you feel better to know that he's a United States Marshal.
Thanks for telling me.
Oh, I knew you'd be glad to know because, unless I miss my guess, he'll put an end to these stage holdups that are terrorizing the mine owners. Won't you sit down and stay a while, Chance?
Thanks.
Do you really have to go so soon?
Yes, I'm afraid I must. Business comes first, you know, and I have important work to do tonight.
I understand. Do you expect to be in Gold Springs long?
Well, you never can tell. It's very possible.
I hope so.
Good evening, Miss Adams.
Good evening. Mr. Moore, I'd like you to meet our friend, Mr. Drake.
I'm very glad to know you.
I'm glad to know you. Well, I'm sorry, but I really have to be going. I'll see you again, Mr. Adams. And you too, Mr. Moore. Good night, Ruth.
Good night, Jack.
Well, Ruth, how about a cup of tea for Mr. Moore?
Oh, please don't bother. I can only stay a moment.
Well, Pinky, tonight you really go to work.
My fingers are just itching, Mr. Jack.
You take the river, Pinky. Right around that bend, you'll find a small corral. You wait there.
Yes, sir.
I'll ride around at the top and signal you if everything is all right.
I was on my way, Mr. Jack.
Hey, Chance. Where have you been? I've been waiting hours to see you.
Why? What's on your mind?
Nothing much. Except I took on a new hand today.
Who is he?
Trigger Smith. Did you ever hear of him?
Can't say that I have. You sure he's all right?
All right. He's more than all right. He's a friend of the professor's. They used to work together in the Nevins gang. And he's plenty handy with the guns. He's a better shot than Lefty.
That's just fine. Because I just had the pleasure of meeting the marshal that's here investigating. And I'm plenty worried.
Don't worry. This guy will eliminate him. Because Marshall's is his meat. Did you ever hear of U.S. Marshal named Denton?
Yeah, why?
This is the guy that stopped him in his tracks.
Red, you've been pulled in.
Well, what do you mean?
Your man's a phony. Denton was killed by Waco Sam, and Waco's dead. Say, does your man wear a pair of handmade black-handled guns?
Well, yeah. Do you know him?
Do I know him? That's the marshal I was just telling you about.
Well, what do we do?
We're leaving for the mine.
They sure am like the Arabian Nights.
Get busy. This is the goal we've been looking for.
I wonder what this bottle of stuff is, Mr. Jack.
Easy there, Pinky. We'll be blown to bits. Put it back carefully. We'll take a few boys for evidence.
Reach. You. So this was your game. Well, you're making a very grave mistake. That gold's no good to you without me.
How do you figure that?
Because every law officer in the country's looking for it. Why didn't you let me in on your plan? I'm willing to make a deal. Nothing would suit me better than to cut away from this outfit and tie up with a bird like you. Because it would make my cut bigger. And I do all the work anyhow.
But how are we going to dispose of that gold?
I have my own original method. You see, everyone else removes the gold from the ore. But I'm different. I put it back in. I'll show you how I do it. Then I distribute the gold over the ore, just like nature does.
We've made a deal, Professor. You're in. Our first job is to get this gold out of here.
All right, but how?
Well, I'll send Picky into town after a wagon. In the meantime, you and I will move this gold out.
An excellent idea. But we must move fast. It's almost dawn.
Is the professor and that fellow Trigger here?
Yeah, they're up at the house.
You better come along, Joe.
Now, Picky, contact our boys. Turn this evidence over to the sheriff, have him gather a posse, and get back here as quickly as possible.
Yes, sir, Mr. Jack.
We just discovered that our new hand is a phony. He's a U.S. Marshal.
I knew there was something about that bird I didn't like.
What'll we do about the professor?
Never mind about the professor. We'll take care of him after we get rid of his friend, Trigger.
And I'll take care of Mr. Trigger.
When he gets to the rapids, he'll be finished.
Well, in case he isn't, we'll be there to meet him.
That guy didn't get Lefty. He was shot in the back with a rifle.
Must have been the professor.
Don't let the old boy get out of there. We'll be right back.
Rusty! Rusty! Throw down that lariat! Back up, Rusty! Back up! Back up, Rusty!
Hey, look up there.
We can never overtake him now, and he'll be back with plenty of law.
Well, what'll we do?
Get back to the mine, pick up the gold, and clear out of here fast.
The professor is still in the mine.
We'll get him out. Hey, Professor. We got your pal, but we're going to give you a chance. Come on out and we'll talk it over. And here's how we'll talk it over.
And here's my answer.
Joe, get down to the gate and keep a sharp lookout. If you spot the law, fire a shot. If we don't get out of here quick, we're hooked.
Let's get busy, men.
You made a big hit last night.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Dad thinks you're very nice.
Oh. And Dad's daughter. What does she think?
She thinks you're all right, too.
Thanks.